ABC6 weather with Kelly Bates. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Well, good evening and welcome back. We have some things going on this week. It's not going to be boring, that is for sure. We have sunshine returning for Sunday. We have above average temperatures, or at least above freezing temperatures, that will be here through Tuesday. In fact, Monday's high will likely be running above average in the 40s. But temperatures will take a precipitous drop once we hit midweek, and that's going to bring highs closer to 30 and lows in the teens as we look toward the middle, almost to the end of the upcoming week. So yeah, highs and lows. I think that'll be the theme of the week ahead. Overlooking the capital city, we do have snow in place. It has been dropping visibilities across the region as well. Roadways are wet for the most part, and we do have areas where temperatures are dropping to the 20s and even below freezing. As a result, we may find some slippery spots on untreated roadways across southern New England this evening and even into tonight. So leave yourself a little extra time, go a little bit slow just to get where you want to go and get there safely. Winds right now moving in from the northwest. We've been seeing them sustained at 5 to 15 miles per hour, and we've also been tracking some higher gusts. So even though temperatures are in the 20s and lower 30s, it feels like the teens in Smithfield and in Providence. North Kingstown feels like 19. Westerly, even though it's in the 30s, it feels like 24, feels like 26 now in New Bedford, feels like 20 degrees in Newport. Whoop, didn't mean to block it there for you. So here's what we've seen today. Snowfall totals that have been reported range from 2 inches in Gloucester to 1.88 inches in North Smithfield. In Smithfield, an 1.5 inch report came in. And we've got a dusting in Cranston, Johnston, and Bristol to round out a portion of our area. So here's a look at what's going on right now. We have this patch of snow that is continuing on in southern New England. The northern half of Bristol County in mass right now is sort of dried up a little bit, but the rest of the area is still dealing with this light snowfall. For the most part, it's not accumulating until you go north and west of the city. That's where we're finding those accumulations. But even though it is going to continue to snow, we're not looking to pile on a whole lot more than what we've already gotten. The bulk of what we were going to do is done. And as we look to the west, we're finding nothing here waiting in the wings. So once this storm system goes, and it will off toward the east, we're looking at clearing things out. So across southern New England in the past 24 hours, here's where we found our snowfall. In some areas in the blue picked up as much as 3, but really that's where we kind of maxed out, at least in terms of snowfall totals. And yes, we're still going to contribute to what's going on out there. For the next, I'd say 2 hours, maybe 3, but then we're done with it. And we're going to do some clearing as we go to tonight. Clear skies overnight tonight. We're going to allow temperatures to drop off tomorrow morning, likely in the lower 20s. We're going to bring in that sunshine. That's going to help to warm temperatures up into the upper 30s, which is perfectly seasonable, what we typically do this time of year in southern New England. Then we start to see things take a turn. We have this weak clipper that's going to be coming on through. And Monday, it's going to give us a blend of sun and clouds, but conditions should remain dry as we go through the day. It's also going to usher in a cooler temperature pattern that we're going to see not necessarily for Tuesday, but by Wednesday, there will be no way around it. It is going to be much colder, particularly in the mornings. So here's your forecast for tonight. Snow will be ending definitely by 9 o'clock, and then we do that slow clearing. Temperatures dropping to near 21. Winds are going to continue out of the north at 10 to 20 miles per hour, which means it's going to be feeling close to 10 degrees colder than the actual air temperature with the wind chill. So please keep that in mind for tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to see sunshine. Temperatures warming to near 37. Winds are going to be light out of the north at 5 to 10, and then we're going to change that wind direction in the afternoon to become more westerly for us. And a westerly wind tends to be a warming wind direction here in southern New England, and as a result, we are going to see temperatures get a nice little boost up into the lower 40s. Then we see the temperatures drop once we hit the midweek time frame. We have a couple of really cold starts as we look ahead, as lows will be in the mid-teens to start the day on Thursday. And again on Friday, our next chance of precipitation looks to be on Saturday, and because temperatures will be in the 40s, we're looking at a chance of rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, after this past week, I'm well prepared for any cold this week. Like
Yes.
Today actually felt warm, even though it was snowing. You know, the snow was coming down when I woke up.
Yeah.
It felt warm.
Yeah, it was so brutal, like
Yeah.
day after day
Yeah.
after day.
So this will be a little better, it
It'll
seems.
be, yeah, a nice little break.
Okay. More typical winter temperatures.
Indeed, and not the blustery, brutal cold wind chills.
All right, that sounds good to me. We can deal with that. Thanks, Kelly.
Sure.
All right, let's take a look at what's happening in sports.